On in on a Friday morning and
Good
enjoy and the
morning.
fact
How
that
are
it
you
is
guys?
time for the Empowered Morning Show. Ladies, how are you? Because, baby, let me tell you,
Doing great.
I was just realizing this morning, I was looking, I was like, why are we showtime already? Backstage
Girl,
talking. And, girl, it is showtime already. How are y'all this morning?
we're great. Doing
You
good.
know,
Just
That bed felt so good this morning.
girl, it
It
did. I
was,
hit
I
snooze
was
a couple
like,
of times, and that is not like me. But Angelina said, "Honey, waking on up, happy Friday." Yes. Good morning, Angelina.
it's
Good morning,
Friday.
Kathy. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Thank y'all so much for being here this morning. Yeah, Sparkle, you got the beautiful balloons behind you, but I'm gonna need you to crank it up 5 or 6 more notches. Yes. Any other time, tell them.
See,
Any other time, she be over here like,
I know. See what happens when I try to be collective and act like a little lady. They
mhm,
don't want to act right. Uh,
mm-mm.
but
Look, we ain't
y'all,
doing that.
the
We're not doing
last
that.
it's the last day of January of
It
2025.
yes.
This month is gone.
the month is rolling. You hear me? Good morning, Cynthia Lewis. January is over, baby. Tomorrow is February 1st. Go on and get it into your mindset that let it go. This first month, whatever you were gonna do, all the resolutions that you talked about, are you still doing it? Did
I
you
I
even
wonder.
start it? Because it went so fast. But you do like those earrings on you. Look at you.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
cute.
thinking it out
Honey,
today.
we painting
I
it,
know,
baby.
right?
Yes.
But I'm
So
like
what I
Sparky girl. I could have went on back. I really could have been like, girl, let's just tell them we'll see him on Monday.
yes, that's why y'all got a gray shirt this morning, some
Yes.
black ear. I was like, you know what, God, woo 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 woo.
Woo woo woo.
um, but I want like I'm just 3 or 4 people. Just tell me, how has 2025 been for you
Mm.
so far? Has 2025 surprised you? Yes. Has 2025 surprised you? Have
Mm-hmm.
2025
Mm-hmm.
wowed you? What has 2025 calmed you down? Like
Mm-hmm.
what if you had one word, what word would you say 2025 of January 1 through 31 this month? What has it given you? Like what if you could describe it, what would it be?
One
I'm
word.
gonna say I know because you know it's my birthday month, so it has been a month of surprises for me.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
God has done a lot of surprises. Like I have got like the gifts, the love, the appreciate. Like it
Mm-hmm.
has been just a love kind of year
Right.
already.
Oh, honey,
Excitement.
excitement, baby. I love that. I love that excitement. Remember, said good morning and she'll be back on Monday. So the sabbatical ends today, honey. So y'all
Go
will be back
there.
with the
Go there.
devotion with Reverend Pat. But that is something to think
Yeah.
about. I'm trying to think because it's been such a
I know
Thank
mine,
you for
baby.
healing.
It's
Go
been
ahead
a
with yours.
mine's been a month of creation.
Creation. Okay.
Oh,
That's
good.
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 That's real good.
Yes.
Um, hmm. Mine has been a month of communication.
Mm,
Hmm.
A month of communication.
that's
A
good.
month of
Great,
communication.
great talks with some great people
There you go.
about different things. So it's been a good month of communication. Yeah.
Communication. That's a good well, that's different. That people
That's
would
good.
just say communication.
Yeah.
Pastor, I'm just as blessed in 25 as I was in 24. Refreshment. I
Refresh.
like refreshment.
Wow.
I like refreshment.
Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning.
Angelina, God is opening doors of opportunity.
Amen.
Many prayers are being answered.
There you
Hashtag
go.
opportunities.
Opportunities.
There you go.
Love
Opportunities.
that. Love that. Love that.
I just know that God likes when we sit for a minute and
Yeah.
just say, just reflect for a moment. Because, we get so busy, go,
Hmm.
that we
Hmm.
forget to reflect. And
Yeah.
this morning when I woke up, he said, I just want you to start reflecting over. Y'all, my fan just went off. My
Let's
fan battery's dead.
just reflect back how cool you were a few minutes ago.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Baby.
I
Think
stopped
of
at mid
think of
sentence.
ice. Look, think of cool ice and cool waters and cool breezes, baby. Listen, because she already said, baby, it's hot up in here.
It's hot.
Keisha said rebirth. This has been a month of
Oh,
rebirth.
awesome.
I like that. I like that.
But
Rebirth.
start reflecting. Go once a month at the end of the month. Take an inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Reflect and see how far you have came instead of waiting to December and then you
Yeah.
like, oh, what happened? Oh, I mean, I have a jar that I put blessings and surprises inside my jar. I write it out and I put it in the jar so that in December I can pull out my jar and pull out my cards and then but I do it once a month, but wrap
But
it
it
all
goes
up
back
at
to
the
what
end.
you're always saying is make sure you journal. You're always saying to journal.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
the time to journal.
Yeah.
But reflection is good, because like you said, a lot of times we wait until the end of the year to reflect back on the whole year, but you can't recalibrate then. You know what I'm saying? But if you do it every
Mhm.
month, you can get back on course. So if you said you were going to, do a detox or clean your closets or do whatever you said you were going to do at the beginning of the year and you haven't done it, now is the time to say, okay, you know what? I didn't. Let me go ahead and put another plan in place so I can accomplish what I said instead of waiting until the end of the year. And then you're just like, it's way too much.
It's wet
I
and
don't feel like doing any of it.
it's overwhelming.
It's
When you try to
overwhelming.
do that, it overwhelms you. And when
Hmm.
anytime you overwhelm, that means under accomplished. You're not going to accomplish anything because
Yeah,
it's so much that you like, where do I touch?
Mhm.
So
exactly. Exactly.
I was just wondering, I just had my little moment of silence that I have on a regular. And in my moments of silence, that was what
And I'm so glad you got it out before you got hot.
I know, right?
Because we might not have made that. We might not have got that, Regina, had that fan cut off before she
No, we
I,
started
would
with
I
no.
it.
saw the light
Listen, it
blinking.
came. She gave us what she needed, and within that time frame.
And thank you. Exactly.
But she was honest
Listen.
as well. That's another thing. Sparkle, hey, she became honest. Hey, you know what? It went off.
My
Now,
fan just went off. Do
right.
y'all
So
know what
now,
happened?
listen,
My fan
my
went
mood
off.
might change just a little bit.
Yes. Yes. Look, forewarned. Forewarned. So
We
listen.
was just talking about how cold we were, like what, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks
Yes,
ago, it
honey.
was
And right
freezing.
now, girl,
Right.
look, I had to put my ceiling fan on because I came. I was like,
Right. You no, seriously, it's
Yeah,
been hot.
it's
yes.
been hot.
But a couple of weeks ago, we were freezing. Snow was on the ground, baby. We was over here talking about. Now look at us. Ooh,
Now you
girl,
feel
I'm
like you're
talking
having
about
a hot
I,
flash every night.
the
I'm telling
change, baby. It's
you,
the
better
change. It's the change. It's the change.
you better
So,
see how God is going to change the world, change your world. Like He's showing
exactly.
us it can change just like this. You go from
Just like
cold
this.
to hot, from rain. Like God is
Yes.
showing you, like these can seasons will change real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they will.
Suddenly. Suddenly. So,
Amen.
y'all, we already at 10 minutes in. So, let's get to this topic. Yesterday we saw, and before I get it, let me go back to Reverend Pat. She said, we cannot allow the chaos of the world around us to forget that the same God that carried us through in the past will bring us through today. This is a season of clarity and elevation. We're thriving and
Yes.
not surviving in 2025.
There you
Yes,
go.
honey, we're thriving all day, every day, and we're claiming it. So we saw this thing. Y'all know how Facebook always give you different stuff. And so this post said by the age of 40, it's crucial to understand the following. Now, some of
Uh-huh.
these things we've talked about on here, but as we
Yes.
put it out there, I want y'all to let us know, do you agree? Do you not agree? Is this one of the things that you practice on a daily in your life? Or is it like oh, wow, I never even, really even thought about that.
Right.
So Farika said, come on your mark, get set, go. Okay, now share with 3 people, family. I love it.
I love
I
it.
love it. So number one is one we say all the time. So number one, stay silent. Not everything needs to be said.
Yes.
Not
True.
I
everything.
agree
Not
with that
everything.
because y'all know what? Sometimes you really be want to clap back. Sometimes, but overall, everything doesn't require a response.
At
Everything doesn't
all.
need that energy. Sometimes you need to just know that, you know what, I'm not even finna get myself worked up over this foolishness. I'm not even finna
Oh,
give you what you want from me. You're not getting it. I'm just gonna be quiet and
Right.
just let you argue with yourself. Just let you deal with that. Miss Phyllis said, honey, I totally agree.
yes.
Period.
Mhm.
No response
Stay
is a
silent.
response. It is
Everything
a
does not
response.
require a response.
There you go.
What you say, Sparkle?
No response is a response.
Yeah.
That
That
is a
Reverend
response.
Pat says she agrees. So that's good. So we all on the same page for number one.
Yes.
Number two,
Yes.
it says like, kind of similar. Silence is better than unnecessary drama.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't got
It
time.
is.
I really don't.
Because you know what? We going into 2025, like Reverend Pat says, thriving, not just
Thrive. There you
surviving.
go. We're
And when
thriving,
you
baby.
do that, you gotta remove yourself from, Cynthia says she agrees, you gotta remove yourself from toxic relationships,
Yep.
toxic environments, um,
All of
anything
it.
disruptive. Yes, Miss Phyllis and Cynthia both said yes, yes. That is good. Because I'm telling y'all, we're not doing drama in 2025. We're not.
No. No.
Mm-mm.
Drama's the only drama I want to see is on TV on the
Right.
drama series, baby.
Yes. Sisters does it well for me. So I just stay with the sisters.
I'm ready for my people to come back. Reasonable doubt. I'm ready for
Oh
that to come back,
yes.
baby. That was a good
Yes.
one. I
She
am
a
ready for
bad
that to
mama.
come back.
Boy, she is
Yes,
bad.
baby. I'm ready for that to come back. Reasonable doubt. That's the only drama that I want to see. I'm not trying to be
Right.
in it in real life. Number
I
three,
don't need nothing disruptive in my life.
nothing disruptive. Exactly. Number three, if you find someone smarter than you, work with them, don't compete. Competition is a weakness.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yes. I
Competition
agree.
is a weakness.
yes.
It's a
We're not
weakness.
competing, baby. We are working, we are collaborating, not competing.
Right.
I like that. I like that because you know what? If you get with somebody who's smarter than you or more experienced than you, that just helps you to level up,
Elevate.
Right.
to elevate. Yes, Miss Phyllis says she agrees with that one. Okay, number four. Now, I don't know what y'all gonna say about this one right here. What
Oh,
y'all think?
I
I'm gonna
know.
go like Cynthia said and learn from them. Yes, learn
Yes.
Yes.
from it. Number four. Cynthia said she agreed with that one. Okay, so with number four, the
This one
family
is
you
deep.
create is more important than the family you come from.
Woo, that's
That
a
was a
deep.
hard. I was wondering because I know people on both sides. Like I know people who be fussing because oh well, you just went on with your little family and you didn't forget your
Yeah.
other family and
Yeah.
what y'all think
I
on that
agree.
one?
I
The love,
agree.
hey, the love I have for my children, you can't. No, honey. They
I
know
agree.
that's something that I created with the children. No,
Mm-hmm.
Because it
Because
only
this is
gets
the thing.
better. My grandmother and I was in the kitchen
uh
just
huh.
yesterday, and she was talking about how I was when I was a little girl, and we were just going back, and she was talking about her daddy and her mom, but
Wow.
what I saw was her dad came from somewhere, then she went up a little higher, then it just kept doing this. So I totally agree that your like what the family you create goes to an upgrade. You just keep getting better and better, because everybody in that family gave their best. That's all they knew. How they raised this house. Look, I'm just going by what I know.
And even with that, and Cynthia has said again, so the family you create is more important than the family you come from. So let's just say this from a biblical perspective, you leave your mother and father and cleave to your spouse.
Right.
So, with that being said, the family that you create, spouse, children, whatever, to supersede the parental family and siblings and all of that. A lot of people don't see that or don't think about that. You know, especially you think about when people pass away. You know, a lot of times the siblings and people like that feel more entitled than the children.
True.
And at the end of the day,
that's true.
My seed should be able to benefit from what I have more so than my siblings, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She said, talk about that.
Yeah, don't play.
People
don't
have
play.
to think about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you have your children, and yes, Cynthia, yes, I always want to create better. It is a building and helping and moving forward, but your priorities have to shift.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying don't take care of your mom, because trust and believe if mine was still here, baby, she would have whatever I got. But at the same time, you also have to think that the children that you produce need the best of you too.
Yes. Yep. And sometimes I think people get caught up of trying to give both the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to pull themselves, you know. I mean, of course, I want to be there for my family. I want to, but at the same time, I have to be here for my family too. I can't. Oh, husband, you gotta go because my grandmama need me. You know, like you have to.
Yes. Okay, this next one. Your current job doesn't care about you. They only pay you enough to kill your dreams.
Oh, when I read that, I like that.
Ooh, what you think about that? Now, let's go back and say by the age of 40, these are things you need to understand. Point blank, period. What you think about that? Your current job doesn't care about you. They just pay you enough to
kill your
dreams.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's true.
Family, get in the chat. Cynthia said that's a good one, baby.
Good one.
It's the perspective and the mindset that you need to think about, because at the end of the day, this is just the reality of things. And don't get me wrong, some people can be in jobs that they love, they enjoy, but at the end of the day, the job is for the job.
Right. And
the
they
job is
determine
for
how
the
much money you can
stakeholders,
make.
the shareholders. Say it again, Regina.
They determine how much money you can make. I always had an issue with somebody determining what my work ethic was scaled by and what I was worth. And if you didn't feel that, then you could withhold a freeze on giving raises. You see what I'm saying? And you got people coming to work every day giving their best, but you're giving them the bare minimum. You see what I'm saying? So you really, it is like it kills your dreams. So you have to make a choice of what sacrifice do you want to do. Do you want to sacrifice in a company that keeps you at a certain age, or would you rather sacrifice owning your own business and you determine your work of how you put into it to what you can get out of it?
Exactly. Well, Pastor, that's why she retired, baby, because
honey, yes. Go, Pat.
And I'm gonna go back to Angelina. She said, "Family first for me, my boys specifically. I love it when my son said, thanks, MVP, most valuable."
Oh, that's so sweet.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Sparkle, good. Sparkle, yeah. Look, what you gonna say, Sparkle? You got to look.
I was just saying. I enjoy corporate America. I enjoy owning my own having my own business. I enjoy both.
You have both, sis. Not everybody has that. You're blessed. You're able to balance both.
Yeah, I enjoy both, but in the same token, it is. I believe that it is companies. Not all companies don't care about you. there is a very few, not a lot left, but I think there's companies that truly care about you. And they care about you as a person, not just enough. It now it's not
And
too
it
many
depends
of them.
on
I'm
who's
not
in
saying.
there. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Because some people are rule breakers. Like when my mom passed, typically a job would give you 3 days bereavement, right? The supervisor at that time was like, take what you need. Don't worry about nothing here. We got you covered. Uh, do what you need to do. And I thought that was just really nice because most times people think 3 days,
That's nothing.
They don't
sign that
care.
paper and
Yep,
keep it
they
on
don't
and keep it
care.
coming back.
So
Jesus said, let's keep it 100. Some people are not built to be entrepreneurs, and that's sad.
Exactly.
And if you have your own business and you're not profiting from that business, then you are really volunteering. It is now a hobby.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And I think
that's
that
true.
we
And
throw
that's
out.
true, but you got to understand the business aspect of it. A lot of people go into entrepreneurship not understanding finances first before going in. They go in with an idea and not knowing how money works.
But even if they do the finances, Regina, I still believe it's some people that's just owning their own business.
They're not built for it. That's why they're working 9 to 5.
Yeah. It's some people that work a 9 to 5 that are built to own their own business, they work a 9 to 5. Like it's just so. But I agree with you, G. I totally agree that owning your business is not for the weak, honey. It's not for the weak.
No, for sure it's not. But this is the thing too. We got to keep in mind that all dreams are not entrepreneurship.
No.
They could be killing your dreams because you want to have a family, but you work so hard in corporate America, you don't have time to have a family. Or it could be that, your dream has been to travel the world, but you never have enough time because you're always at work. So
dreams come in many things. Exactly.
Yeah, dreams come in all kinds of ways. And we just
dreams
think
come in
of
all kinds of ways. Exactly. So you have to think like at your job, is your job preventing you from experiencing life? Because some people work so hard. Hey, Miss Doris, some people work so hard, they don't have time to even enjoy life.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the reality of it. There's some people that are in corporate America and they're striving to be the CEO or the CEO or whatever that is. And they
the vice president. Yep.
Never see their kids, never can attend a recital, never can attend a basketball or football game. They can't do anything because the job is always calling.
Yeah.
So,
and that's also what owning your own business is the same way. Sometimes you put so much in it that you forget about your family. It's that balance of learning the balance of.
Yes. Go back to Jean's comment. She said, yeah, clock in, baby. Just go ahead and clock in somewhere and get you a W-2 if entrepreneurship is not for you.
Yeah.
And Talina said that's rare to have a company who truly cares about their people. The politics and drama and pressures without truly caring about employees is too toxic. Find the right job for you that makes you feel fulfilled at some level. And that is true. And the thing about it is, during COVID, people realized that there was a lot of people who didn't feel valued and didn't go back into the workforce. You know what I'm saying? That's why they called it the Great Migration. There was so many people who were leaving jobs because they did not feel like the job cared about them. Yeah. So that's just something to think about. Number 6, free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea of what they're doing.
Ooh, that's true. I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because what, so many people look to social media, so many people put stuff out there, and want to see everybody think. And a lot of times the people that you think are doing what they say they're doing are not really doing it on the level that you think.
They know they're not doing what they're doing. Because when you pull up on them, you already know.
Exactly. People can talk a good game, they can show a good game, but are they really in the game that they say they're in?
Game point.
I agree.
So, okay, we got that one. Number 7, influence people that have no purpose, no direction, and zero intent. Learn their needs and then lead them.
Learn the needs.
Amen.
Pastor, I was totally overworked and underpaid. Yes. I needed to get my peace back. The decision to retire came after much prayer. If I hadn't, I would not have been there to help my sister when she was diagnosed with cancer. God knew it was time. Amen.
And it's true because everybody has a different situation. And the only reason why I'm so passionate about it, because I had to be, not I had to, I took a position to be an advocate for the women and the employees that worked with me every day, 8 hours. They worked good. They were good. They were good at what they did. They were, they made the business run the way that it should. And a lot of money was coming in. And you had people would come to work and they couldn't even afford gas money to get to work. They were behind on their bills at the house. There's a lot of things. And I went to the human resource department to ask them if they had anything what we would call like a petty cash type thing that we could help some of these women out, even if it was just a gift card. Well, no, we can't do that. Okay, I went to another higher up. They couldn't help. I said, well, you know what? I went through the proper procedures, so let me just go to the main person, the CEO. I set up an appointment. I walked in there and I said, you know what? And they started laughing. They was like, okay, Regina, like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? And I said, you have some really good workers here. Like, for real, these women work hard, but some can't have gas money. They're, they're kids, they're struggling. I said, I hear these things in the break room, and it would be wrong of me to just sit there and listen and not have a voice for your people that you're working with. Because you see, everybody's going through different things. He said his partners probably wouldn't do it, but that he would give me $1,000 a month to work with. Now, this is a man that everybody didn't like, all because of his religion. I didn't see that. I seen a person who already knew how they ran a business and how they really cared about the employees, but they were looking for somebody to like sugarcoat type. You see what I'm saying? So he would give anonymous cards on everybody's desks.
That's beautiful.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, not everybody has that same experience. So even if we do see some as a person, if we are soldiers for Christ, we got to be able to be in a position to where we could speak up.
Exactly.
Right?
That's good. That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
That's why I'm passionate about it, because I know I've seen it from the other end and had to be a voice for people. Because I wasn't afraid to risk, because I know where my source and resource comes from. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right. And everybody's not in that position. Most people are afraid to risk,
I
but
know.
that's beautiful that you did.
They are, sis.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Yeah.
What the Bible says: "Fear not. Walk by
Exactly.
faith, not by sight."
Exactly. Exactly. G said, yes, Regina. That's right on point. All right, y'all. Time is winding down, so I'm going to run through these next 4, 3, 4. It's better. It's better to have one friend who's happy for you, supports your win, encourages your dreams, than a bunch of acquaintances who are lazy, self-centered, and jealous of your success. Now we all should be like, because people be wanting to
Ring
have
the
a
bell,
whole
sis.
entourage
Ring
of
the bell,
foolishness,
sis.
baby, and people don't care nothing about you. Yes, get you one person, because you know how some people be like, girl, they got so many friends. Are all of them really your friends?
A majority of them are not your friends.
Say it, sis.
Get you one person who you know is down 10 toes down, baby. If you're lucky to find 2 or 3, that's good.
Right.
But
And they won't ask no questions. They won't need to know detail. They won't
girl,
need to know
thank
nothing.
you.
If your brother and
Thank
sister
you.
says I need help, hey, what is it?
Yep.
Cynthia said,
One point.
agreed all the way. Angelina said, yes, hallelujah. Run past said, truth, agreed. Baby, because people don't realize you got a bunch of people who you think support you, and behind the doors, girl, they is jealous of what you accomplishing.
Yes.
So, yes.
How many times have you heard, like, I'm there for everybody else, and then when I need somebody, nobody's
They not
around.
there for you. Exactly.
You're not even a thought.
Miss Patricia said, pray for her. Her mom is on the way to the hospital. So yes, Miss Patricia, we're praying that all is well and that God is already interceded and she is blessed and he is going to heal her and all will be well in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
This is good.
Miss Dora said, yes, she agrees with that 100%. Number 9, you'll be 10 times happier if you forgive your parents and stop blaming them.
Oh,
Ooh.
I agree. I totally agree. I'm telling you, y'all know my story. Forgiving my daddy has changed my life.
I remember when you first came into it.
Yeah.
For
People
real.
don't realize, you know what, you put a lot on your parents, but your parents do the best that they could do with what they
Yeah.
had. And I know that you people think that, oh, you should do this, that, and the other, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not for us to judge all of that.
Nope.
You
Hmm.
just move forward and forgive them so that you can move forward and enjoy your life.
You got to.
At the
Because
time, people do the best that they can. That's all. I mean, people don't. I don't think nobody stands out and say, "Oh, I just desire to be a bad parent. That is my goal. My
right,
goal is to be
right.
the worst parent
I'm gonna
ever."
traumatize
Like,
you and mess you up for the rest of your life. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, nobody's saying
That's
that.
right.
That type of
no.
forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. And
Yeah.
you'll be 10 times happier when you can release
Hmm.
that. Stop blaming your parents for whatever you feel like they did not do or what they did
No.
do. At the end of the day, now that you're an adult, especially, and this is saying by the age of 40,
Okay.
at 40, you can't still be harboring resentment. At
You
40,
Right.
you got
said
to move forward and be happy in your life. And you can't say, well, the reason I don't
Right.
get along with
yes.
my
Using
kids is
that
because
as an excuse. That is an
it can no longer be an
excuse.
excuse.
Yeah. It's like
It can't. At 40, we gotta do better.
yeah.
Really.
People
At
quick
40.
to say, I can't get me a good man because I was never raised around a father. You 40 now. Like by 40 years, you still ain't figured out some tricks and some forgiveness. Like forgiveness is real. And some
True.
people it take a little bit longer because I was past 40 when I forgave my parents. I was past 40. So some people, I wouldn't say exactly 40, but once you get in that 40 mindset, your mind just start removing changes.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Number 10, no one will ever come save you. Your life is 100% your responsibility.
Mm, nobody's gonna have to deal with it.
Stop waiting for somebody to come and save you out of your situation, because at the end of the day, we put ourselves in our situations because of
Hello.
the choices that we make. Your choices define what your future or your present and your future is going to look like. So, yes, we believe God
Yeah.
and we trust God, but at the end of the day, your relationship with God and how you handle yourself, move accordingly with that.
Mhm.
But you can't expect somebody to come and bail you out because you done jacked up. You can't expect somebody to bail you out because went out here and did some stuff and now you landed yourself in a tough situation.
Mhm.
You may want people to do that for you,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, can they really come to save you?
Yeah.
Your life is 100% your responsibility.
I
Miss
know.
Doris said 100%.
Exactly.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
agree.
Number 11, your inner circle should be more focused on money, success, and starting a family. Do y'all agree with that?
Mm-hmm. I do. If it don't make no money, it don't make no sense.
Because we winning up in here, baby, with the circle.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Say, you said
something.
it so graciously, like, I mean, it is. This is what it is.
Fox said, I just want folks around me who is trying to, stay in the winner circle, baby. And I need them to be focused on money, success, and starting a family.
And maybe not starting family because I'm not starting. No, I'm not. My family's already started,
Yeah.
but starting your family with your grandkids,
Yeah.
your next. Like we all
Or
have a
creating
next.
a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like building a legacy for your family, making
That's
sure the
it.
people are good, making sure that your stuff is in order so that
yeah,
your family can have that foundation to level up on. Like you said
yeah,
earlier about it's got to start making sure that next generation is better than this
yeah,
generation and the
exactly.
generation before and the generation before. So
Because
yes.
I know
Exactly.
Alicia's gonna be like when my diamonds come. That's my grandbabies. Alicia's gonna be like, Mama, you ain't never treated me like that. You ain't never did that for me. Sure didn't. Mm-mm. It's called the elevation. They getting the next.
They're getting the boost, baby.
I
They're
know
getting the
mine
boost.
do. I know mine does.
But you know what? It comes from wisdom and just being in a better position.
Yes,
You want
that's
to see your
it.
grandkids survive
Growth.
and do better or
Growth.
not struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like every generation, you don't want to see your kids struggle, but you definitely want to make sure your
It's not
grandkids
gonna
don't have to go
happen.
through that.
It's not gonna happen.
Regina said, as long as I'm breathing, baby, it's not. It's not. The
No, but
last one, you don't need 100 self-help books. You need action and self-discipline. Don't
Yes.
forget the most important is to have a right relationship with God.
Yes.
I 5,000 agree.
Hit the bell on that one, baby. Hit the bell on that one,
I
baby.
so agree. We could get the self-helpish people was
Baby, will buy a billion books, girl, and don't even read them. Miss Cynthia said, honey, Miss Phyllis said, wisdom, I believe God. Cynthia said, that's what her kids say. You don't do me, you didn't do that for me. But baby, you supporting grandkids on a whole different level.
my
Yes.
grandkids gonna
Whole
be on a
different level.
different
Whole
level.
different level.
Yes. We're
Another
gonna be on
level.
vacation on the beach, and Alexa go like, did we go on vacation once a year? That was then. This is now.
This is now, baby. Look, if we could go every day on a venture, baby, they'll be gone. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Bottom line, believe in your heart and soul that you are capable of big things in your life. The only thing that is standing in your way is
It's
you.
you. It's
Yes.
Good. This was
you.
really good. I like this, sis.
Me
This was really
too.
good.
Come on,
I
believe
love
it.
her.
Together, have the most abundant Friday and weekend. Catch up on the past week or rewatch to continue the empowerment to your mornings. And then catch us next week, same time, same place. Thank you for joining us. Rika, baby, you've been up.
Rika, I'm telling you, that public relations, she has public relations all over
I
her.
know.
Yes,
I
Girl,
know.
if you don't
I
walk
love it.
in
I
your
love it.
gift,
I love it. Thank you for Rika. We definitely, y'all make sure, as she said, have a blessed weekend, everybody. We definitely want to make sure that we um be ready for Reverend Pat next week. She's on sabbatical, so she's not here. And then make sure that we keep Miss Patricia's mom in our prayers.
yes, we're standing in agreement.
Miss Patricia, let us know
Yeah,
throughout the day. Check
yeah.
in, so we can check in.
And
All right,
everybody go have a fabulous, fabulous, fantastic weekend. I don't know about y'all, but it's raining around here. I don't know what kind of weather you are, but no matter how the weather is, you make it your business to enjoy the weekend and have a great day. It's Friday. Let it go. You don't have to be that serious. Let it go. Let
it's
it go. Let it go.
Friday.
I believe God. Do you believe God? We believe God. We believe God. I believe God. We believe God. Have a blessed one.
Bye.